right, I'm joined right now, Corey Taylor of Slipknot, who is headlining Friday out at Rock on the Range on May 15th. Now, Corey, you were the subject of the Roast of the Range last year, the Thursday before Rock on the Range. If I recall correctly, that was a late announcement. They announced that just a couple days or a couple weeks before it actually happened. Have you gotten any word if they're doing that again this year?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know there were some rumblings going around trying to figure out who would be next on the chopping block, as it were. But I haven't heard anything, man. I know I probably won't be able to be a part of it because we'll be on the road. But your guess is as good as mine. I think they're talking about it, but we'll have to see.
Anybody you'd really like to see be on the chopping block? Anybody who thinks he needs their balls busted mercilessly?
Someone who's been on pretty much every dais I've ever seen. That would be Mr. Scotty in. I would love to see him get skewered like that dude, man. First of all, he's one of my really great friends. I've had the pleasure of knowing him for 15 years, and I can tell you, that guy, when he comes for you, you know it, and
right.
He's unmerciless when he's coming for you. So I would love to see him just writhing in pain,
Corey, you are featured on another Rock on the Range artist's upcoming album. That's Tech Nine, and people that don't know, Tech Nine is a hip-hop artist, and I watched an interview with him just the other day, and he seemed incredibly stoked to be working with you. You guys did a track together called Withered. The album isn't out yet. I tried my damnedest to even hear just a clip of what a Corey Taylor Tech Nine hip-hop collaboration would even sound like. Can you give us some insight into the process and how that came to fruition?
Well, the cool thing is that Tech is a Midwestern boy. He's from KC. He's from Kansas City.
Right.
Grew up a Slipknot fan, and that's where I met him, was at Slipknot shows.
No kidding.
Super cool dude. Yeah. It was really, really cool, man. Yeah, he's been a fan since '99, and he is just an incredibly talented kid. Well, I can't even call him kid, man. Yeah. He's an incredibly talented man, and does it really, he goes for it, and he does, his approach to hip-hop is the way that I love old school hip-hop, he gets into the soul of it. You can feel it. There's an attitude. It's not this mush mouth, I'm just going to talk about hoes and stuff, hip-hop that you get today, which is why I don't listen to new hip-hop. I think it's garbage. But Tech, he's one of the few artists, man, who really, he has something to say, and he's going to say it, and you can feel what he's saying, And he did a set at Knotfest last year in October, and he knocked it out of the park, man, with a full band, got up on stage and just slayed the entire audience. So when he approached me about doing a tune, I was all about it, and it's a really cool tune. It's a full band track, and it's dark. It's a slow burner. It starts out slow, and then, man, when it hits, it is like it's on, and you can tell that it's on. So I'm really stoked for people to hear it.
The album is called Sound Effects for people, and it comes out May 4th, and Tech Nine playing Sunday out there at Rock on the Range. Now, Corey, whenever you unveil a new mask, it's always a huge deal. You did it on Larry King on his web show. Is that correct? In October, that was a big unveiling?
Yeah, that was just being on Larry King was strange.
Right.
It was just like, what? Really? I'm on Larry King? What the heck?
Can people?
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Can people buy those anywhere, or a replica of that mask anywhere? Because I went on Slipknot's website and it didn't have any information. Are replicas available for sale if people want one?
I know fans have started making them. There's a couple of dudes that do like professional grade masks and sell them, but we don't have any of the new ones on sale as of yet. I know we tend to do that like maybe a year after they've been out, but for me, it's it's really not about, selling that. My thing has always been to encourage people to create their own, and not a replica, but come up with their own mask, what represents them. My mask represents me. What would represent you? And the coolest ones I've seen are the ones that people come up with on their own, and really try to express themselves through that face, through that mask, through that person that the music brings out, and that's what's really cool about it, and over the years I've seen some doozies. There was one that looked like it was made out of bandsaw blades that I didn't even want to touch.
Right.
It was like 50 pounds, and I'm like, how do you even wear this? It was elaborate, and it just looked like you know what it looked? It looked like Shredder from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was like, this is incredible, dude.
I understand too. There's an app did you guys put out that app, or did a fan put out the app on the iTunes store that you can download and make your own Slipknot mask?
Oh yeah, no, we put that out, and it was cool too because we put it to there's a series of questions that you have to answer, and then it slowly, as you answer the questions, it slowly builds the mask for you, and it's a reflection of who you would be in Slipknot. It's pretty cool.
Corey, one last question for you. I understand you're a WWE fan, and I've been noticing recently that a lot of celebrities have been doing guest spots on Raw and SmackDown. Any chance we're ever going to see you do a guest spot over there? Have you been approached? Have you approached them?
Only if I could do NXT. I'd rather be on NXT, man.
Okay.
For real. I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. I've been watching it since I was a kid. And I hate to say it, but Raw's just kind of getting tired. It just doesn't have that pop the way that old school wrestling did. There's just a dullness that's going on. NXT, on the other hand, is insane. The matches are over the top, and the crazy thing is that I think a lot of if they start bringing NXT dudes into Raw and SmackDown, a lot of the people who are on the regular roster would have to really pick up the pace, or NXT would have to dumb down, and I would hate to see that happen.
Would you be willing to take a chair shot to the back? Or are you that far into it?
Oh, dude, I'll take a bump. I'll take a bump, man. I don't care. I don't even care if I'd get a stinger. I'd sell it. I'm pretty sure I could, just being in Slipknot, I'm pretty sure I could sell a move.
I wouldn't recommend that, taking a chair shot to too many celebrities. Maybe like you, the Mountain from Game of Thrones, and Melissa McCarthy. But that's it, man. Those are the only three celebrities I would recommend taking a chair shot.
I think we're the only three that could take a proper chair shot these days,
Corey, thanks for your time, man. Slipknot playing out at Rock on the Range, headlining Friday. Hey, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries. Thanks for having me.